Mokshida, please start.
Okay. So a very good afternoon to one and all. Once again, I would like to thank NADCL for giving me this opportunity to introduce the expert of today's schedule in this 21 days training program. In this afternoon session, we are having Dr. Surendra.
मैम माइक म्यूट हो गया।
Dr. Surendra Singh did PhD in agronomy from Sam Higginbottom Institute of Agriculture, Technology and Sciences, Prayagraj, Uttar Pradesh. He was awarded gold medal for outstanding performance in the MSc Agronomy program at the very same institute. Presently, he is working as an assistant professor in agronomy at Gadwasu, Ludhiana, posted at KVK Barnala since 2014. He was involved in teaching and research activities in the field of agronomy at MSc NE Sam Higginbottom Institute of Agriculture, Technology and Sciences, Prayagraj. From 2010 to 2014, he has developed integrated rice cum duck farming system, which is being adopted by the farmers of nearby villages in Prayagraj district. Since 2014, he has been involved in extension and research activities in the field of agronomy. He has popularized direct seeded rices technology and crop diversification in the Barnala district of Punjab and conservation agriculture technique for rice wheat cropping system in the northwest Indo-Gangetic plains of India, as well as sustainable integrated farming system model under the wetland and garden land condition. Dr. Singh is the recipient of several awards. That is the Best Oral Presentation Award, Farmer-Led Extension Award, Letter of Appreciation, KVK Scientist Award, Young Scientist Award, and much more. He is a lifetime member of more than 10 registered societies. He has been a mentor in several science writing and communication training programs since 2018. He has also conducted various training programs, workshops, and brainstorming sessions. Dr. Singh has published 3 book chapters, 30 research papers, 1 review article, 3 technical bulletins, and around 38 magazine articles. He is associated with 8 externally and institutionally funded projects as co-PI. He has many other achievements too, but rather than going into details, I hand over the screen to Dr. Surendra. So the screen is yours, sir. You can start with your presentation.
Hello, sir, please start. Hello.
Sir, unmute your mic, please.
So go to the last but second option. Okay, unmute mic here. Okay, so go to the PPT now.
Now it is fine?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, slideshow.
I'm going to deliver a lecture on IFS integrated
Sir,
farming
please
system
start
model.
slideshow.
Yeah.
Okay, sir, please continue.
Okay. Integrated farming system models for sustainable livelihood and employment generations. So for that, world population in 2022, it was 8.05 billion. Expected population 9.74 billion during 2050. Then India's population crossed the China population in 2027. Population of India expected to overtake China in 2027. India would then become the world's most populous country, comprising 1 out of every 6 people on the earth. Human population in 2023, it was 1.41 billion. Then what is the need for integrated farming system? So the overall food demand we need as per the emerging population, climate change, urbanization, desertification and land degradation, agricultural demand for water, competition for land and biodiversity losses. If we talk about the food demand, then in financial year 2022, India produced over 350 million metric tons of food grains, But by the 2050, we will need 233 million ton grain production to meet the demand of the increasing population. Then, what are the climate change? Major global impacts: the rise in temperature, melting of ice, sea level rise, so decrease in sea cover, change in precipitation pattern. For example, nowadays this erratic pattern of the rainfall easily can meet your hello. So the erratic pattern of the precipitation is that, for example, one day we will get the 400 of the rainfall and the long dry spell. Increased evaporation is one of the major cause also. The more droughts and heat waves, forest fires, bleaching of coral reefs, increase in ocean temperature. The same with climate change, rise in temperature also. The past 9 years have been the warmest years since modern record keeping began in 1880. Earth in 2022 was about 1.1 degrees Celsius warmer than the late 19th century average. So continuing the planet's long-term warming trend, average global temperature in 2022 was 0.89 degrees Celsius, that is 1.6 degrees Fahrenheit, above the average for NASA baseline report in 1951 to 1980. The same thing for the global sea level. Global mean sea level has risen about 8 to 9 inches, 21 to 24 centimeters since 1880, mainly due to the combination of meltwater from glaciers and ice sheets and thermal expansion of seawater as it warms. In 2021, global mean sea level was 97 millimeters above 1993 levels. Then next one is urbanization. India's urban population has increased significantly over the past 2 decades. In 1991, it was 217 million. In 2011, it is 377 million. In India, the land required urban growth rate has similarly resulted of agricultural land. In addition to conversion to the urban uses, agricultural land is facing pressures such as intensification, abandonment, widespread degradation. Roughly 50% of the India's land resources are degraded. Over a 50 period of the time, the area of land under non-agricultural use has more than doubled from 99.36 million hectares in 1951 to 22 million hectares in 2001. Then India's urban population will increase by nearly 500 million between 2010 to 2050. Desertification, degradation of land in arid, semi-arid, and dry subhumid areas. Land degradation, deterioration in the quality of land, its topsoil caused usually by excessive or inappropriate exploitation. So over-exploitation, overgrazing, deforestation, and poor irrigation practices. So we have to prevent the soil erosion, water resources management, and sustainable practices. So world 40,000 lakh hectares, that is 1/3 of the total geographic area. And India has only this 960 lakh hectares. So this is 29% of the total geographical area. Then 97 million hectares of India total geographical area of 228 million hectares underwent land degradation during 1819 and 83 million hectares underwent desertification in 1819. So this was greater than the 81 million hectares in 2003 to 5 and 82 million hectares in 2011-13 that underwent desertification. India witnessed an increase in the level of desertification in 28 of 31 states and union territories between 2011-13 and 18-19. Around 24% of the area undergoing desertification, land degradation with respect to total geographical area of the country was contributed by the Rajasthan, Maharashtra, Gujarat, Karnataka, Ladakh, Jharkhand, Odisha, Madhya Pradesh, and Telangana. Agricultural demand for water, it is also India in about 140 trillion gallon of groundwater is replenished yearly from rainfall and river flows, but 104 trillion gallon of water is used each year. 82% irrigation and agriculture, 18 domestic and industrial uses. Data from India's Water Resources Development and Gange River indicate per capita water availability in 2025 and 2050 is estimated to decrease 2001 level by 30 and 60% respectively. Then competition for land. Then earlier it was 46.26% for net cultivated area, but now it is 45.5%. And other like forest, barren and cultivable wasteland, area under non-agricultural uses, permanent pastures and grazing land, area under miscellaneous trees, crops and groves, cultivable wasteland, fallow other than current fallow and current, and net soil area. Landed farmers and small and marginal farmers constitute 93% of India's total agriculture workforce. Then why only this 2% of the world's land area? It is share of the global species diversity is an impressive 8.1%, 45 and 500 100 species plants and 91,000 species of animals. There is a diversity of ecological habitats like forest, grasslands, wetlands, coastlands and marine ecosystem and deserts ecosystem. India is considered one of the world's 17 mega diverse countries in the terms of biodiversity. Then if increase 90-70, this is increased conversion efforts plus more sustainable production plus more sustainable consumption. So increased conversion efforts, this is business as usual. If we maintain it like if you see 2010 and 2050, this way we have to maintain it. So the causes for losses of biodiversity is basically the habitat loss, invasive species, exploitation of process of harvesting too many aquatic or terrestrial animals, which depletes the stock of some species while driving others off to extinction. Then another one is pollution, then climate change associated with the global warming. So influence is the human population growth, increasing consumption and reduced resource use efficiency. So why we need and what are the importance? So reducing the risk due to the biotic and abiotic stresses. Integrated farming reduces the risk due to the abiotic and abiotic stresses. For meeting the raising need of food, feed, fiber, fuel and fertilizers, nutritional requirement of the family, then increased demand of soil nutrients for employment generation, started of living, then increased productivity of profitability and ecological sustainability. Then there are some factors which have to be considered while we are designing or thinking of an integrated farming system. So this is the farm size or marketing facilities, climate, technologies available there, then soil type and condition, income label, credit facility, skill and knowledge. There may be some physical factors too, like climate, soil and topography, economic factors like marketing cost, labor availability, capital, land value, competition for enterprises, consumer demand, prevalent pest and disease. There may be some other social factors too, like type of community, easy transportation, and cooperative spirits. Then what is the objective? Objective is the income production and minimizing the cost of production. And ultimately, the availability of the resources and components. What are the components available or what are the resources available to design an integrated farming system? So what is integrated farming system? Integrated farming system is a resource management strategy to achieve economic and sustainable agricultural production to meet diverse requirement of the farm household while preserving the resource base and maintaining the high environment quality. Then successful integrated farming system model, basically I have taken from all over the India, south, north. So we will be having wetland, garden land and dryland integrated farming system model examples. Then integrated farming system components may be poultry, duckery, horticulture, crop husbandry, livestock production, apiculture, aquaculture, sericulture, agroforestry, mushroom cultivation, etc. That may be the as per the feasibility and availability the resources and the components. Wetland irrigated farming system. These are the components pictures. Dry land irrigated farming systems. Then what are the research evidences? So this climate smart IFS model for garden land ecosystem components, the agricultural crops, horticulture plus dairy, goatry and poultry, kitchen garden, boundary planting, and the vermicompost. So components we will having, and then cropping system. Then second component is horticulture. The third is livestock and supplementary. So this dairy is having desi breed, 2 cow plus 2 calf. Then goat, Saline black, then plus 1. Then poultry, desi birds, asil. Then kitchen garden, vermicompost, and then boundary is the supplementary components. And that was the for 1 hectare area. The cropping system: cotton, sunflower, chilies, sapota, amla, pomegranate. These were the horticulture including crops and kitchen garden. Then livestock, poultry and vermicompost. So these were the breeds of the animals. Then what is the economics? Overall, if we are seeing, then it is giving 3.71. That means if we are investing 1 rupees, we are having 3.7 rupees. That means almost three times. So if we see the fragmented sources, then horticulture, crop, dairy, goatry, poultry, kitchen, gardening, boundary planting, and vermicompost. So overall, it is giving 3.71 as compared to the simple cropping system. Then residue recycling in this integrated farming system. So the dairy, dung, urine, and sad waste was 8,157 kg. Goat droppings, almost 6,000. Crop residues, this is almost 10,000 kg. Then other waste, and then vermicompost is 9 quintal. Then poultry litter. So if we talk about in terms of the fertilizers, we are equivalent to the synthetic fertilizer. We produce almost 400 kg urea, then 250 kg SSP and 100 kg MOP. And this is the resource flow in IFS model. If we see this, the one component end product is used as an input for the other component. Then this is the economics of different units or components in this model. So the findings of this model: total equivalent yield recorded by the system during 21-20 was 22 ton. Cropping record the highest equivalent yield, followed by the vermicompost production. IFS model recorded an overall total cost of production of 2,80,000 and net return of 4 lakh almost 50,000 with a VC ratio of 3.71. Then goat rearing contributed 35% to the total net returns, followed by the cropping system, that is 21%, rest by dairy and other components. Then employment generated from the IFS model was 394 man days. Then energy use efficiency was highest in the border planting, followed by the horticulture and cropping system. Inputs generated from the IFS model was recycled at 1,37,000 without family labor. Then by residue recycling, the total quantity of nutrient addition obtained was 182 kg nitrogen, 43 kg phosphorus, and 71 kg potassium. Then this is another model. This there was cropping system, then livestock, poultry, fishery, vermicompost, and like this. So this was for 0.8 hectare area, where we have green manure, rice, black gram, maize, rice plus densa, then gangali and sanaham, traditional rice and maize. Then azola 1 unit in 100 meter square area. Then horticulture, dairy, poultry, fishery, like this. And these are the pictures of this IFS model. Sorry. Then this is the economics of this another model. It is getting almost 1.887. So the 12% from fisheries, then 31% from cropping system, then this 3% horticulture, 41 livestock, then other boundary and border crops. In terms of nutrients, nutrient added through residue the cropping system, that was 263 kg nitrogen, 105 kg phosphorus and 250 kg potassium. The findings for this second IFS model, the total net return realized was 2,67,000 from 0.8 hectare area, and maximum net return of 9 lakh unit and 90,000 was obtained from dairy unit, followed by cropping component like this. And employment generation was 400 man days. Resources recycling from the IFS model was 30% of the inputs. Then value of recycled inputs was 93,000 almost. And this is the component wise economics. Then nutrient addition in wetland ecosystem, that was nitrogen 19 kg, phosphorus 8.2 kg, and potassium was 18.2 kg. Then again this nitrogen was 14.2 kg, phosphorus 8 kg, then potassium to 4.2 kg. Then wetland, it was nitrogen was 4.8 kg, then phosphorus 3.1 kg, then potassium was 3.6 kg. Then this is for dryland, crop, silvipasture plus goat plus pigeon, farm pond, buffalo integrated farming system. So this employment generation was this conventional cropping system was only 30, while in crop plus peasantry, goat, agroforestry and farm pond was 113. Then crop, peasantry, buffalo, agroforestry and farm pond 141. Then crop plus peasantry, goat plus buffalo plus agroforestry plus farm pond, it was 163. So as and when we increase the components as per the feasibility and availability of the components, the employment generation is there. Then residue retention was like nitrogen 105 kg per year, then 46 kg phosphorus, then 76 kg potassium kg per hectare per year. This another IFS model for southern zone of Tamil Nadu. It was there was a cropping system, one goat unit 10 plus 1, and then one dairy unit, that is one cow plus one calf. So in this model, that is totally rain fed model. So what happened for the rainfall received during crop growing period were 503, 228, 253, 301 and 476 and 80 mm during the 11, 12, 12, 13, 13, 14, 14, 15 and 15, 16 and 16, 17 respectively. The rainfall received during the crop growing period 2012, 13, 13, 14, 16 were found deficit. So in 3 years, there was a deficit of rainfall. So the production was negative in case of the conventional cropping system, while at least in integrated farming system, at least we were able to get is 9,000 kg per hectare. If we talk about in terms of money, then in this 16-17, due to deficit of rainfall, the production was 0. And in case of IFS, it was 1,27,000 income. Then employment generation from this cropping system, it was overall 152 man days. Then in case of IFS, it was 389 man days, this all average per year. Then if you talk about this IFS model, organic manure dry basis, the cattle provided almost 2,000, then goat 2,200. Then nutrient content from the organic manure, nitrogen was 49 kg, then 28 phosphorus and 31 kg potassium. And this is the resource flow of this integrated farming system model, rain-fed farming model. So here this productivity of cropping, this conventional cropping system was average 1159 kg, while in case of IFS it was 12,641 kg. If we talk about the income, the average income was minus from the conventional cropping system, while from the integrated farming system it was 1,26,856. So that was the employment generation from this integrated farming system. So in spite of the vagaries of the monsoon, the integrated farming system recorded the higher system income of 1,37,000. Besides 380 man days employment was also generated. In the rain-fed verti soils of southern zone, integration of animal components, goat and livestock, along with the conventional cropping helped enhance the farm productivity and tide over the risk of crop failure, and even during the drought years, apart from the increased soil fertility status to keep the system economically and viable, sustainable. This is the example from Kanpur, Uttar Pradesh. That is the 0.7 hectare area model where cropping system is there, dairy unit is there, 2 buffalo plus 1 cow, plus horticulture, then vermicompost, then mushroom. So almost here the employment generation is 343 man days. If we talk about the net income for the year, it is 1,08,000. This is another model for the Vindhyanchan zone, where the 1 hectare area is there, then 7 family members are there. So gross value of the surplus was 3,48,000, while value of this household consumption was 1,50,000. Then value of marketable surplus, it was almost 2 lakhs. So if we talk about the integrated farming system, this is for productivity and profitability. That means the regular income and year-round employmentation. Then provide the foods and nutritional security, eco recycling of agriculture residue, byproducts, waste, better soil quality for sustainable agriculture, halting of groundwater depletion through the enterprises require less water, minimizing pollution hazards, improves microclimate, conservation of natural resources, minimizes the risk of failures in productivity. Then what are the limitations of integrated farming systems? So there is a lack of awareness about the sustainable farming system models, means inability of the varied farming system models. Means if we want to a particular area is a develop a model, then we have to first make the component availability. What are the possibilities to available components? Then lack of credit facilities at easy and reasonable interest rates, lack of banking aptitude and habit to take full advantage of the credit facilities, non-availability of insured marketing facilities, especially for the perishable commodities like vegetables or the milk products, lack of marketing intelligence among the farmers. They are also not able to communicate their sell their products easily in the markets. Lack of deep freezing and storage facilities as the farm, dedicated committed extension worker also lacking, lack of timely availability of inputs, then lack of knowledge education among farming community, particularly for rural youth. Then what are the issues? Need to be conducted adaptive research for developing efficient IFS model by testing the available resources and the component. Then provision of training to the technicals, means those who are involved in an integrated farming system, whether they are technicians or extension workers, farm engineers, or to support and sustain farming system. Then availability of adequate banking facilities and loans with the priority to small and marginal farmers too. Provision of assured marketing facilities, especially for perishable commodities. A better coordination among research institute and government institution, even with the NGOs. The timely supply of necessary inputs on subsidized based. Farmers should develop their banking aptitude and habits to take full advantage of credit facilities. Then cataloging and utilization of ITKs concept in the development of the farming system models. So overall, the integrated farming system is a promising approach for increasing overall productivity and profitability through recycling the farm byproducts and efficient utilization of available resources. It could further generate employment opportunities to the farming communities round the year and provide a better economic and nutritional security. The combination of different enterprises needs to be seriously reviewed. This can go long way uplift rural life through increased income. So thank you. Hello. Hello. I'm audible. Someone is there. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Sir,
Yes.
can anybody talk to me or not?
Yeah. Is there any problem?
No, no, just I finished.
Okay. 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 You have finished.
Yeah, nobody is responding, no?
Okay. 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 From audience side, if any query is there from audience side, you can
Yeah,
ask.
please let me know. I think nobody is there, nobody is responding.
Okay. Okay. It means there is no questions from audience side, sir. Okay. Thank you on behalf of NADCL and Dubasu Matra for giving this presentation for IFS model. This is very fruitful, sir. And thank you for spare time for us for the participate. Okay. And thank you very much, sir.
Okay, thank you.